Let us start a next part of the circular motion, relation between linear velocity and angular velocity in this rotational motion or rotational dynamics. So what is the relation between V and omega? Student, as you have studied the right hand thumb rule in effects of electric current in class 10. So thumb denotes the direction of current and the curled fingers of right hand denote the direction of magnetic field. Like this is the rule that is called as a right hand thumb rule. Imagine the axis is in your right hand. If the curled fingers of right hand denote the revolution of the particle, if the curled fingers of right hand denote the direction of revolving particle, then stretched thumb of right hand gives the direction of angular velocity. So since the sense of revolution of particle is in this way, in the direction of curled finger, so stretched thumb direction is this. So this is the direction of angular velocity. The direction of linear velocity is tangential to a circular path. And if the particle is here, then radius vector is shown like this. This is the position of a particle which is performing a circular motion. At the instant when the particle is here, the velocity vector is here, radius vector is here, and the angular velocity is continuously in this direction as long as the particle revolves in anti-clockwise direction. If the particle start revolution in clockwise direction, then the direction of angular velocity is downward. So what is the relation between linear velocity and angular velocity? We know from your class 11th study, linear velocity is limit delta t tends to 0, delta s by delta t. Even though time is sufficient, so ds by dt is v. Even though the time is very small, so that small displacement upon small time is also linear velocity. So by taking the limit concept, delta t tends to 0, delta s by delta t, or linear velocity can be written as ds by dt. It means even though the time is sufficiently large, here we are not giving the limit. This dt means sufficiently large time interval, sufficiently large displacement. This shows very small time interval and correspondingly small displacement. But what is displacement? Displacement equal to radius into angle. So this is a formula which you have used many times in the geometry. For example, here is the arc length s, here is the radius r, and the angle subtended is theta. What is the relation between s, r and theta? That is s equal to r theta. So here s equal to r theta. So in vector form it will be written as that s is equal to vector theta cross of r. That will be written as ds is equal to d theta cross of r. So ds is equal to d theta cross of r. ds means angle arc subtended by the angle, this is a d theta, arc subtended by the angle d theta. By the, it is written like this, this is by the vector product. It is a product of two vector, and resultant is vector. Product of two vector gives resultant as a vector, so it is a cross product. So delta theta cross of r. So delta theta is angular quantity. Angular quantities are generally axial vector. So delta theta comes like in place of omega. So delta theta cross of r, delta theta cross of r. So you apply the that right hand thumb rule. You apply the right hand thumb rule for the cross product. Delta theta cross of r gives the direction of displacement. As the direction of velocity is this, so direction of displacement is also this. So displacement is in the same direction of that of velocity. So same is the direction of displacement, same is the direction of velocity. So applying the right hand thumb rule, if the curled finger shows the direction of product taken, that is delta theta cross of r, then the direction of displacement is in this direction. So delta theta cross of r, if the product is taken like this, delta theta cross of r, then this will be the direction of displacement by the right hand thumb rule. So delta s is equal to delta theta cross of r. That is by the concept of vector product. Substituting in place of delta s, this delta theta cross of r, we get v equal to delta theta cross of r divided by this dt. So what is delta theta by delta t? So delta theta by delta t, that is d theta by dt, is nothing but the omega. Hence the v equal to the value of this term is omega vector into r. So apply the vector product concept to this answer, to this expression. So apply the right hand rule. What is right hand rule? It is the product of two vector results into vector quantity. If product of two vector results into vector quantity, such product is given by the cross product. So stretch the thumb in the direction of V and look at the direction of your curled fingers. So the direction of the curled finger is from omega to r. You stretch the right hand thumb in the direction of V and see the direction of the curled fingers, that is omega to r. Hence the V will be written as in the direction of that curled finger, the first vector is omega and second vector is r. So V will be taken as omega and r. Remember, the angle between this omega and r is 90 degree. If we want to take the magnitude of this, so it is product of magnitude of two vector and sine the angle between them, means sine the angle between omega and r, and the sine the angle between omega and r is sine 90. Sine 90 is 1. Hence the magnitude of this expression will be taken as only omega r, since the sine theta value become 1 as the theta is 90 degree. Similarly, the angle between this radius and velocity vector is also 90 degree. This is the angle between radius and tangent. So this arrangement seems to be like x, y and z axis. All these three axes are mutually perpendicular to each other. So omega is vertical, here r is horizontal, and v is perpendicular to the r. It is also perpendicular to the omega inside the screen. So v is inward, this omega is vertical and r is horizontal. So here very easy to understand the relation between linear velocity and angular velocity. Linear velocity is ds by dt, and ds substitution, that arc substitution, is delta theta cross of r in vector product. So delta s substitution is delta theta cross of r. Substituting here, we got delta theta by delta t is omega, omega cross of r. Hence v equal to omega cross of r. See the next definition, angular acceleration. Angular acceleration is denoted by alpha. It is similar to acceleration. Acceleration was rate of change of velocity with respect to time. As here the word angular, so the definition is it is the rate of change of angular velocity with respect to time. So angular acceleration is the rate of change of angular velocity with respect to time. Similar to the angular velocity, if we take the limit, so angular acceleration is denoted by alpha, linear acceleration is denoted by a. So angular acceleration alpha equal to limit this delta t tends to 0. Here is delta t tends to 0, delta omega by delta t. Means even though the time interval is small, so in that small time interval, whatever the change in angular velocity divided by change in time interval, that is angular acceleration. If there is no change in angular velocity, then alpha will be 0. That is a uniform motion. You studied in earlier class, in uniform motion, if velocity is constant, acceleration is 0. For example, fan continuously moving with a constant speed, then its angular velocity, if it is constant, then angular acceleration is 0. So fan is a very good example. When fan is switched on, its angular velocity increases. Angle described per unit time is increasing. Suppose in first time interval, angle described is something. In next time interval, angle described will be more in equal time interval. If you take the time intervals are equal, because initially its speed goes on increasing. That is the case of increasing angular velocity. If angular velocity is increasing, final value will be greater than initial value. As the final value is greater than initial value, that is the case of acceleration. So that is accelerated motion. In that case, alpha is positive. After some time, fan attain constant speed, constant angular velocity. As the angular velocity is constant, so derivative of constant term is 0, angular acceleration becomes 0. When you switch off the fan, then the angular velocity decreases. As the angular velocity decreases, so final angular velocity will be less than initial angular velocity. final angular velocity will be less than initial angular velocity. After some time the fan will come to rest. So this is measured final value minus initial value upon time. So final value, if it is come to rest 0, initial value is not 0. So final minus something, final minus initial, that is 0 minus initial upon time interval. So here the answer will be negative, and this negative value says it is a retardation. So when fan is switched on, initially it is accelerated motion. Whenever it attains a constant speed, it having 0 angular acceleration, and when fan is switched off, it is a case of retardation. So without limit, whenever the time is sufficient, then it will be written as d omega by dt. Here multiply by d theta in numerator and denominator, we get this expression. So multiply by d theta in numerator and denominator. D theta by dt is omega, and remaining term is d omega by d theta. It is similar to a linear acceleration case. Linear acceleration will be written as a dv by dt, v dv by dx. These are analogous quantity. In place of x or s, here is theta. In place of v, here is a term is omega. I already described to you right hand rule. So what is right hand rule? Right hand rule gives the direction of theta, omega and alpha. So all these are the angular quantities. The direction of angular quantities is given by right hand rule. For increasing speed, omega and alpha is along the same direction. If omega is increasing, the direction of omega and alpha is in same direction. For example, suppose the fan is revolving. Whenever we are just switched on the fan, so its speed is increasing, means omega is increasing. As the omega increases, so alpha will be in the same direction of omega, since alpha is positive, because omega 2 minus omega 1, omega 2 is greater than omega 1, omega 2 is larger than omega 1. So this difference is positive, alpha is positive, so alpha will be in the same direction of omega whenever the omega is increasing. Whereas in decreasing omega, when the fan is switched off, when decreasing omega, whereas in decreasing speed, omega and alpha are in opposite direction. So meaning of this is, in decreasing speed of omega and alpha, in decreasing speed, omega and alpha are in opposite direction. In decreasing speed, omega and alpha in opposite direction, because when fan is switched off, its rotation will be continued in the same direction, but its speed goes on decreasing. Its rotation will be in this direction, but its speed goes on decreasing. As the speed goes on decreasing, your this calculations becomes negative, because it is measured final value minus initial value upon time. Final value will be less than initial value. So here will be, for this calculation, sign will be minus. So alpha will be minus, omega is decreasing. As omega is decreasing, alpha will be minus. As alpha is minus, it is a case of retardation. In that case, the alpha will be downward. So omega direction will be upward. So it is said that in decreasing speed, this omega and alpha are opposite to each other. In increasing speed, omega and alpha in same direction. So it is a case of retardation. It is similar as you have studied in the force case. Suppose there is one moving body, and if you start applying the retarding force, so the direction of retarding force to the moving body is opposite in direction. Same is the situation here. Particle is moving in this direction. Whenever you applies the brake, whenever you tries to stop it, so you are applying that torque. It is similar to the force in opposite in direction. As you apply some force or that quantity to retard it in circular motion, in this rotational motion, so the corresponding acceleration is also a retarding one, and it will be opposite in direction to earlier case. So in earlier case it was in upward direction, now it will be in downward direction. So here direction of omega and alpha are opposite. Since alpha is retardation, here alpha is acceleration case.